Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Virgo collective. My guides, talk to me. What do we got for my friends? I hope you're all doing great. But yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here right away. Let's rock. What's up with Virgo, please, my guides? Nice and quick here. There we go. So we have this alchemist energy, and this always reminds me of the Hermit. It does show up in the Virgo readings from time to time. So since this is a Virgo reading, that could be a power card we're starting off with, which could be very good. But that's a card of focus, right? Before we fully dive into it, though, there's a lot of symbolism there. If you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, which you might want to check out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this. So we see the alchemist in this card has the alchemical symbol for the sun right over the third eye, so it can speak of illumination, really wise types of energies of taking in knowledge. So some of you could be in that mode, but notice he has that potion, looking at it. So this is a big card of focus. So what you're focused on, what you're spending your energy on. I do always say this could represent you having something seriously under your microscope, something or someone, or vice versa. Maybe you're under someone else's microscope. But since this is Hermit energy in a Virgo reading, like I said, this could be a big power card of self-worth, self-realization, self-confidence. So all of these themes could still be playing out here in the early portions of the Virgo reading, which is nice. So there could be things going on about that, how you view yourself. For some of you, it could be very easy. You might be like upgrading or updating your look in some sort of way. It all really depends on what your story is. But let's get into tarot now. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. But yeah, let's shuffle it up here one time, see what we got for you. 3 cards in the upright, please, my guides. Then we get into the intuitive. So let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. It was very magnetic, and I will say this, it happened for a lot of the earth signs last week where it seemed like a lot of the energies were revolving around other people or those around you. But last week's reading was titled Here They Come. So whether a person, a place, a situation, something was being manifested into your life or coming towards you very quickly. And remember, those energies could still bleed over regardless of what shows up in this week's reading. So let's just dive into it here, right? The energy could always switch from week to week. As you know, energy is super fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Let's get you 3, though. What do we got here for Virgo, please? Thank you. 4 swords in position number 1. So we're starting at a stop, right? This could be a big waiting pattern. Maybe you need to take a break of some sort. That could be a big vibe with the 4 swords. Let's get 2 more, because this is a very slow starting or just starting at a stop. That's the best way I could put it. Okay. Whoa. All right. Jarring. We have judgment. So we go from like complete stop to complete go with judgment. And on the back end, surprise, surprise, we have more Hermit energy showing up here for you, my friends. So we're absolutely going to need to talk about this, because we got a lot of different action going on. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first glance, when I look down here, you know I already reacted to it. We have very slow moving, not moving energy into judgment, which is complete boom type of energy, into the Hermit. So we have a lot of different aspects. We have 2 very powerful major arcana in this spread as well. So let's go through one by one. We have air energy to start us off. Now, the 4 of swords, you see the imagery. It's that person they're laying down. They're not moving. Most of the 4s in tarot are somebody in a waiting pattern, in a holding pattern, which is interesting because we have this card. We have the Hermit surrounded by this powerful judgment, movement-based type of energy. But the 4 of swords could be spirit asking you to take a rest, take a break. It could be connected to sleep, so hopefully you're not having sleep issues, insomnia, stuff like that. You might be having interesting dreams. This is one of my cards that I do connect to sleep. It's also spiritual, so we're seeing this underlying thread in every card so far. This is a spiritual card. Judgment has an archangel on it. Hermit, spiritual. The Oracle card, very spiritual. So there's a lot of unseen energy here so far this week. But once again, we're starting at a stop, at a hold. Now, let me just place that down. Let's take Judgment out of there before I line that back up. So as we move further into the reading, pardon me, we have Judgment. Plutonian change-based type of energy. When this card shows up, yes, it has the Archangel Gabriel on there, so it could be the messenger. When we see this card, we do think of decision-making, choices, literal judgments, right? You might having the power in your hand to let something continue or to stop it in its tracks. So some of you might be in that mode, but when I see this, this is change-based energy, transformation-based energy, and it is blasting off like a rocket. This is the epitome of explosive energy. So when we go from a complete stop into this, it's like from one extreme to another. It's almost as jarring as like a tower type of energy where there's like a foundation shakeup or a shock of some sort. So we'll really want to look into this. This could be very, very key in reading this week. Now, as we get to the back end, I mean, for some of you, it could just be easy, whether it is change or a decision. Judgment is just powerful. Very, very powerful energy. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Hermit once again. So that's another double down. There's a lot of energy focused around the self. So whereas we were seeing a lot of things with other people in recent weeks, now we're getting a lot of you, or how someone views you or perceives you. Aside from this card representing you in my simplistic style, the clarifier could tell us something coming towards you or what you might be feeling. Every card in tarot has positives and challenges. The positives of this Hermit card, once again, very wise. This is a card of knowledge and wisdom. This is a card of esoterics. This is a card of symbolism, deep spiritual ties. The Hermit could also represent someone literally in hermit mode, withdrawing, pulling back, stepping back from the world, from people. This could be communication issues, shutting certain people or things out as well. But once again, this is a not moving type of energy. So in the front, in the end, these are very planted, but there's a lot going on here in the center. So whether it is volatility, maybe it's a lot of internal strife. We just want to see what's up because there's so much going on here, Virgo. I really feel a lot of power. So in this time, you might be being bombarded with energies, whether it's thought-based. I would just keep your space clear and keep your energy locked in. I really want to dive deeper on all of it. It's very intriguing. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here from my Virgos, my guides and spirit team. What's going on, my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Four of Swords. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Virgo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Four of Swords time. Why is that Four of Swords here, please? Thank you. There's a big skeptical energy here, my friends. We have the Moon, a big card of mystery. This could be someone like bracing for impact. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here. Or just bracing, like they're feeling something in the air, feeling something in the ether, right? Especially if you're an energetically sensitive person. I was mentioning like such powerful energy could be bombarding you. The Moon card in the upright underneath the Four of Swords. What does the Moon represent? Once again, another spiritual, unseen type of energy, which has been a thread throughout this whole entire reading. But it's a card of the unexpected, the surprising. I already mentioned that we kind of have tower energy showing up here. So when I see it under this Four of Swords, it's like somebody just waiting for something to pop off, like waiting for the shoe to drop. And there's a little bit of skepticism here about the unknown, right? Where somebody's like, yeah, something feels off here. I'm feeling a little skeptical. Like that's a huge vibe I'm picking up here. But once again, this big card of mystery. Now, this is another card that deals with the sleep realm. So Spirit could be trying to really send messages to a lot of Virgos, communications, whether it's via dream or unseen types of energy. So I would watch out for signs, synchronicities, omens, big time, especially with the Four of Swords clarified by the Moon. There's a lot of unseen energies and things happening here. But the big thing I'm picking up is someone might be like bracing for impact, whether they think an unexpected situation is about to pop up. It's like they feel it in the ether. That's a big vibe I'm picking up. Let's move over to Judgment, because then we'll really see what's up. I really want to see how this whole story shakes out. But there is that out of nowhere, that surprising energy, that unexpected energy. And I don't just say that as like a buzzword. That's just what I'm feeling here. But yeah, you might want a dream journal as well with all this energy. Let's see what's up with Judgment. Very powerful, very spiritual this week, Virgo. Thank you. Ace of Swords. And there it is. There it is, like bracing for it. And here it comes. There it is. And to me, this energy feels like, yeah, it is something that could be shocking or unexpected, but in reality, it's not. It's like you might feel like you've seen premonitions, or you've seen this coming, or you knew it was going to happen. When something finally happens, like, yeah, I already knew. Like, yeah, it's surprising, but it's really not. Like, that's a vibe. So whether it is an issue, whether it's a situation, whatever it might be, like, it might shock everyone around you, it might surprise everyone around you, but with this Ace of Swords under Judgment, it's like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Like, that's just what I'm seeing here. Ace of Swords, the sword of truth, mental clarity, truth, honesty, stern seriousness. For some of you, maybe it is making a judgment call of some sort as well. Like, not liking the unknowns, not liking the unseens, like making that final judgment call on something, that final decision. Does it stay? Does it go? Do you keep it? Do you let it go? That's a big vibe we're picking up here. But this energy is not fooled. Okay, even though, like, yeah, there may be unexpected or surprising situations or issues, like, this energy sees it coming or feels it coming to some extent. That's what I'll say here. We're going to keep pressing forward over to the Hermit. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadows. Very, very interesting this week, Virgo. Okay, let's see what's under that Hermit. Obviously, only take what hits for you, because these cards could mean many, many things. So why is the Hermit here? Thank you. Okay, yeah. We have some upheaval here. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Hermit. Okay, another card that could represent you. Yeah, there could be someone or something, like, even if it is an unexpected or surprising situation, the King of Pentacles in reverse does talk about a little bit of upheaval. So even if it is something that you did see coming, there still could be a palpable effect, right? Like, and we're all human, right? When things happen, when things pop up, like, yeah, there's going to be a bit of a ripple effect. The King of Pentacles in reverse to me is someone that feels like they're on shaky ground, though. So I'm not saying that you're feeling like something's breaking your confidence or anything like that, but when I get this King of Pentacles in reverse under the Hermit, something might force you to pull back and retreat. That's a big thing for a lot of Virgos with the Hermit and this in reverse. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to retreat for a minute. Like, that needs to calm down. That's a big vibe. Because, yeah, that's the epitome. The King of Pentacles, yeah, it could be money issues, issues at work, stuff like that. But I'm getting someone feeling a little unstable and saying, you know what, I'm taking a step back for a minute for whatever reason. Like, that's just the vibe I'm picking up. Of course, it can mean other things. Let's go through and do a quick recap here, Virgo. I feel like a lot of different energies were coming through, so only take what hits for you. But I did say up here in the top, like, I was feeling possible, like, tower-ish type of energy from like the stop to full go. But position number one, we have the Four of Swords with the moon in the upright. So yeah, maybe you're linked to Pisces here or another earth sign, Virgo. We have all these different signs out here, but the moon to me is my card of the unseen. This first portion, it did tell me that someone could possibly be bracing for impact or feeling something in the ether. We have the energy of like surprising or unexpected issues or situations showing up in the first two areas, and this could be someone bracing for it. Another vibe I was picking up was spirit trying to commune with you in some sort of way, whether via dream or signs, omens, so just watch out for those. But in the center, we have Judgment with the Ace of Swords in the upright. Something that happens, and it may surprise others around you, but like your intuition might have been telling you about this, or you kind of saw it coming. Like, this is an energy that's not too fooled. For another portion of you, if it isn't attached to surprising or unexpected situations or issues, I did say that this could be somebody deciding to make a final judgment call on something. Like, does it stay? Does it go? What am I going to do here? Moving to the back end, we have the Hermit with the King of Pentacles in reverse, that little bit of shaky ground. I did feel some sort of ripple effect. So some of you might feel that type of way. Like, there is some sort of effect, but a big vibe I was picking up is like retraction and pulling back. Like, all right, yeah, that's a little too shaky for me right now. I'm going to take a step back That's a vibe here. So whether that's you stepping back from someone or something, or vice versa, you know how it goes. But there is that want to retreat. Please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you one shadow card here, Virgo. Just see what's in the shadows super quick for you. Guys, what's in the shadows, Virgo? And what can I say about that one, right? Like, there's a lot of energies, all sorts of different things happening there, Virgo. But yeah, let's see what's in the shadows here. Maybe we'll get a little more insight, whether it's something that's part of your shadow self or something that's just outside view. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. This is generally a happy card of notoriety, of getting recognition. For some of you, you may feel underappreciated when the Six of Wands shows up in the shadows. Like, you might feel like your efforts or what you do, what you contribute aren't fully appreciated when that card shows up in the shadows. Because remember, we're looking at the shadow side of this. This could also be a card that warns against overconfidence, or any individual that has an ego, like a very big ego, like they're puffing out their chest and they think they could do no wrong. Watch out for people like that when this card shows up in the shadows. But a big thing here is all about appreciation. If not you, maybe there's someone you're linked to where they're not feeling seen or not feeling appreciated in some sort of way. So we're going to keep it simple like that, Virgo. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air readings. But for the month of June, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one explains how you're feeling currently right now. Which one are you vibing with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.